Happy Valentine's Day! Hey, it's Sandy Masuri from Balloon Utopia, and today we're going to be making a really cute little Roman heart column or something like that. I haven't figured out like the perfect little cute name for it yet, but you know what? How about you guys name it? Tell me what you think this one should be called. All right, so to start off with, we just need a base plate and pole. I happen to be using a metal one right now, but it doesn't matter. There's another video that teaches you how to make the base plate and pole. Go ahead and watch that one, and then you can make your own. This was just convenient to take with me to the studio. So this particular one is, probably about, I don't know, maybe 5.5 feet, under 6 feet. I'm not entirely certain. So this is one of the things, I can't tell you exactly how many balloons yours will use because I don't know what size your pole will be. So that's something that you're going to have to figure out a little bit. I can kind of give you some guidelines on how many balloons per foot, and then you can do your own math. So anyways, what we're going to do, I'm going to be coming down to the bottom here because we're going to be starting at the bottom. So as always, this particular column is based on quads. So we start with tying our duplets, right? So we've got our two balloons, and we're just going to tie them together like so. And then we're going to take our next duplet and just twist them together, just like that. So we have our quad. And then we're just going to take it and wrap it right onto the base, just like that. And now we're going to take another balloon. And so I have these balloons sized to about 9.5 inches, and these ones are sized to, I think, about 7.5, something like this. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. The main idea is that you have a definite size graduation from your big balloons to your small balloons. Okay, so we're just going to take these, quad them up, stick them on, and then I always twist it to lock it, right? Because I don't want it to come apart if I move it or something like that. All right, so now here's what makes it really special. Because instead of packing it with round balloons as we normally do, we're actually using little 6-inch heart balloons. So a little tip on blowing up these heart balloons, it can be a little bit tricky. Generally speaking, when it looks like a heart, stop inflating, right? If it gets too long, it's very fragile, so when it starts to take on that heart shape, that's when you stop inflating. Okay, and so the same thing, you can either just quad them up and stick them on, and then we're actually going to be doing a spiral pattern here. Okay, so we want the pink, white, and just continue doing that until you go up the pole. So now what you want to take notice of is about how much space your bottom balloons are going to take, because that's how much space you need to leave open on the top. Okay, so we'll just continue our pattern. And it doesn't matter whether you spiral right or spiral left, just be consistent. That's the main thing, is you don't want to go back and forth because then it's just going to look weird. Okay, and I'll try to speed this part up in editing here. And you see you got to kind of twist them so that they'll sit flat because they kind of want to go a little bit wonky until you do that. So you see, this gives it just an interesting texture and an added dimension to what you get from your standard round balloon column. So this is something that will have your guest just going, that is so cool. I've never seen those kind of balloons. How did you make them do that? Shh, don't tell them, and I won't either. And actually, you know what, I'm going to show you just another way that you could pack your column, and that is that you could go twosies by twosies. So to do that, you're just going to kind of wrap a cluster of 2 around the pole, and then wrap the other cluster going around the opposite way. And I still want to lock it, so here's what I'll do, is I'll do color to color, and then I'll flip the 2 that are the last ones around the pole around each other. So that's another way that you could pack it. All right, and we're almost done. This is where you get your workout here. When you have your balloons all inflated and on the floor and you got to get up and down to do it, right? So maybe we should call this balloon abs of steel. Okay, almost done. All right, yep, looking good, looking good. Couple more quads here, and then we'll put our top on. And last quad. It's caught in there. Good. Okay. And now we're doing the reverse of what we did on the bottom. So now, let's get this out of the way here. So now we're going to go the small balloons and then the big balloons. Right? And then that will kind of snug everything together as well. And our top balloon is just a little bit taller than me, so let's see, where do you want to, hey, there we go. Leave it just like this. I don't know if you can see the whole thing here. Or, if you really want to make it special, we can add something to the top. So here we made this cute little braided heart in another video. I'll have a little link to it. And we're just going to take a 260. In this case, it's black because I happen to have that sitting there, but that's okay. You're not going to see it anyway. And we're going to tie it around here where all the balloons are coming together. And then we're going to put it on, whoop, happy birthday. Beware of tall ceilings. That's okay, we'll fix that in post. So we're just going to put it on and then kind of bring it down and tie it in there. So you kind of bring it down between the layers and tie it in, and I will fix that and give you a picture of the finished product in just a moment.